Okay, so let's just dive right in. Think about how much of our lives, our learning, our work happens in recordings these days. I mean, you've got university lectures, team meetings, those long training sessions, even your favorite podcasts. It's all just hours and hours of video and audio.
And you've totally been there, right? You're sitting there, staring at a 2-hour video, and you know the exact thing you're looking for. Maybe it's that one killer point your professor made, or a key decision from last week's meeting. But finding it, it means you're just scrubbing that timeline back and forth, wasting so much time. It is incredibly frustrating.
And this leads us to something I call the rewatching trap. It's this hidden thing that just eats away at our productivity. We're forced to just sit there and rewatch everything from start to finish when all we need is one little nugget of information. It's a massive and kind of sneaky time sink.
So let's look at this side by side. On the one hand, you have the old way, rewatching. It's slow, it's frustrating, it's just plain inefficient. But on the other hand, what if you could search that knowledge instead? I mean, that idea just completely flips the script. It turns this painful process into something that's instant, super focused, and way more efficient.
So how do we get there? How do we make that leap from tedious rewatching to powerful searching? Well, this is where a tool called Libraryminds.com comes into the picture. It's designed specifically to tackle this problem, giving us a much smarter way to deal with all that knowledge locked up in our recordings. So what is it really? At its heart, Libraryminds is an AI platform that takes your videos and audio files and boom, turns them into your own personal, searchable library. It basically cracks open that static recording and turns it into dynamic, organized text that you can zip through in seconds. Now you might be thinking, okay, that sounds powerful, it must be really complicated to use. But that's the beauty of it. The whole process is actually incredibly simple. It really just boils down to 3 easy steps.
So first, you just upload your file. You can even just paste a link from a site like YouTube. Step 2, the AI does its thing, churning out an accurate transcript with timestamps for everything. And then, step 3, that's it. You can now use a simple search bar to find any word or phrase and jump right to that exact moment in the video. No more scrubbing, ever.
And this isn't just some neat little tech trick. It has real, practical uses for so many different people. So let's talk about who really benefits when you can instantly search your content like this.
The applications are pretty huge, actually. For students, you can find key concepts in a long lecture in seconds to make your study notes. For professionals, you can pull up action items from a meeting without having to listen to the whole thing again. Creators and researchers can analyze hours of interviews without pulling their hair out. And for entire teams, it makes all that shared knowledge, like training videos, actually useful and accessible.
Oh, and on top of all that, the platform also has these handy little free tools built right in, things like word counters and timestamp generators. They're just there to help support that workflow, especially for creators and editors, adding another nice little layer of efficiency.
But you know, when you zoom out, this is about more than just the features. There's a really fundamental idea at play here. It's about totally changing our relationship with all this recorded media we're surrounded by.
And this quote, this is the heart of it all. Searching knowledge is more powerful than rewatching content. I mean, let that sink in. The real value isn't in passively sitting through something again. The power comes from being able to actively pull out the exact piece of information you need right when you need it. It's a huge shift.
And let's be really clear about something. This isn't about skipping the learning process or finding shortcuts to not do the work. It's about enhancing it. The whole point is to get rid of all that frustrating, time-wasting friction so you can spend your brain power on what actually matters, understanding and using the information. So, what's the bottom line here? What should you take away from all this? Well, it really comes down to 3 huge benefits. 1, you save an incredible amount of time by getting out of that rewatching trap. 2, you can stay focused on the stuff that's actually important. And 3, you make all that knowledge reusable, which just speeds up the whole learning process.
It really makes you stop and think about all those hours we've all wasted just dragging a cursor along a timeline. By shifting our mindset from rewatching to searching, we can unlock a way more powerful and efficient way to learn and to work. So the real question is, are you ready to make that switch?